Oh, there it is. This is dinner if I can land them. Whew, about time. What's up YouTube? Eastern PA Fishing here. The date is April 7th. I'm a little hungry today, so I'm about to head down to the Wissahickon Creek and catch myself a stock trout lunch. I'm not too big of a guy, so I don't need to take too many. I might take one or two, depending on the size of them. I don't want to take anything too big, and I don't want to take anything too small. Anyway, I hope you guys all like the content. If at any point you do, scroll down below, hit that thumbs up button, leave me a comment down there, let me know what you did or did not like about this video. Also, if you're not already subscribed to the Eastern PA Fishing YouTube channel, you should do that now. Eastern PA Fishing here, you know what it is by now. Let's get right to the fishing. Oh, we made it. Start out with this little jerk bait. Good way to cover some ground. I have a feeling these fish aren't going to be easy to catch. Whew, certainly a good day to get a tan out here. Doesn't look like anyone's out here today. Beat the crowds, catch the fish. Hasn't even been open season for a week. These creeks are smacked. Man, it's like a ghost town out here today. I feel like everybody's on the other side of the Wissahickon now. After the Palomino video I just posted, there's not a soul here. No one's even walking in the park. I feel like the use of power bait has completely just killed the sport of trout fishing. Don't let your dog in the water, lady. Come on now. Got one. Didn't even realize it. Oh, it's a rock bass. That ain't no trout. Well, first one of the day, even though it's not the species of fish we're looking for. Stinky rock bass.
I didn't know the suns were out.
What are you using, power bait?
Nah, just worm.
Ah.
I was trying to use minnows.
Yeah, what's the fun in that?
This is fun in that.
Oh, there it is. This is dinner if I can land them. Nice bow. Whew, about time. Lively one. One more game. This guy's dinner. Oh, there he goes, just popped right off. Well, there you go. I dispatched him off camera so the trout is not suffering anymore. It's gonna be my dinner, guys. Finally caught one. What's up YouTube? Eastern PA Fishing here. We're in the kitchen and you know what that means. Eastern PA Chef here. Today we're gonna be cooking up ourselves some stock trout. So I'm basically gonna show you how to cut and clean a stock trout, and I'm gonna show you how to cook a stock trout. This portion of the video is for people who might not know how to do this themselves, might be going out for the first time this year and caught themselves a trout and they don't know how to cook it. So I hope you guys all like this portion of the video. If at any point you do, don't forget to scroll down below. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Eastern PA Chef here. Let's get right to the cooking. So the first thing you're gonna need when you're cooking a stock trout is, of course, a stock trout. So the first thing you wanna do with your trout is remove all the scales. I just have a little water running on the fish. Just wanted to rinse it a bit. And you're just gonna run the knife back and forth, going against the grain of the scales to remove all the scales. Want to make sure you get the top of the fish as well. The more the scales that you get off, the less of the fishy taste that you'll have in your meat. Plus the scales aren't edible anyway. After I removed all the scales, the fish looks completely different. Get them in the light so you can actually see. Looks like a completely different fish, but that's what you want. You want that pale color. You don't want any of the shininess left on there. After you removed all the scales, what you want to do, I'm not going to show this part because it's a little gruesome. You want to cut from the top. You want to measure up where that gill is, and you want to cut down through the meat to about halfway. Once you get to halfway, you're going to want to stop, because if you keep going, you're going to cut through all the guts and all the organs, and it's going to be more of a mess to clean out. Trout are probably the easiest freshwater fish to clean. You really don't have to do much. So after you make that incision down to there, what you're going to want to do is just break down the head. You're literally going to want to grab your fish like this and just pull the head down like that. All the guts will still be attached to the head and they will come right out. So we're going to do that now. After you've removed the head and all the guts, or the majority of the guts, what you're gonna wanna do is go and slice off all these fins. As you guys can see, I did the first one there. You just wanna make a little incision to remove those fins. There's a couple bones around here, so you wanna go in a little bit, but you don't wanna go in too deep because you don't wanna waste your meat. A couple more steps I forgot. You're gonna wanna stick your knife into the trout, and you're just going to want to slice right up to separate the two halves. Once you've cut the belly open and you separated the two halves of your fish, I already did it, but you want to just press your thumb like this and run it along the spinal cord. There's a bloodline that goes along the spinal cord of a trout, and you just want to make sure you get all that out. It's not gonna really hurt you if you eat it. It just looks kind of nasty. A lot of people think it's actually a poop vein or something like that, kind of weird, but it's actually just blood. And the reason it looks all funky when you cut open the fish is because it coagulates and clots. So anyway, we got our fish all cleaned. This is what we're gonna be eating today. Additional materials and ingredients include a bowl, an egg, a plate, seasoning, salt, and pepper. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna take a bowl. You're gonna wanna crack an egg. Some people like to just use the egg whites. Doesn't really matter. Now you don't necessarily need to do this part with the eggs, but I think it honestly just makes the fish taste a little better. And it removes a little bit of that creek taste that you sometimes get. Luckily for us, our trout wasn't too big, so he should taste just great. Now we're gonna take our trout, we're gonna put it in the eggs. Some people like to leave them in the eggs overnight, which isn't really a bad idea, but this is enough for us today. It's gonna make sure we cover all the meat. There we go. Another ingredient I forgot was butter. We're gonna get our pan ready. Fire it up. Butter's in the pan. We're gonna let the butter melt down. Let the pan get nice and hot before we add our trout. While the butter's melting down, we're gonna take our fish. We're gonna remove it from the eggs, and we're gonna add salt to the inside. Not too much, nothing worse than a salty fish. We're gonna add pepper. I like a lot of pepper, so I'm gonna put a good amount on there. And we have a little Omaha Steak signature seasoning. Never actually used this on trout before, but who the heck knows, might taste good. Enhances the flavor of proteins and more. What is the and more? Put a little bam on there, a little Emerald Lagasse style. Bam, there we go. Our meat is prepared. Looks like our butter's melting down good. I usually do put a little more butter in the pan, but today I'm trying to stay healthy. Got a little extra virgin olive oil. Let's spruce it up with that. Trout, pan. Now you're gonna wanna cook this trout one side at a time. You wanna cook it on a little medium-high heat. Alrighty, we've been cooking for about 5 or 6 minutes now. I think it's almost time to flip this fish. As you guys can see, or maybe you can, I don't know how great the lighting in here is, but the fish is cooked up to about halfway. So we're gonna flip it now. Little assist from the spatula. And there you go. That is one tasty looking trout. Pretty sure we can probably just pull most of this skin right off. This is a perfectly cooked trout. As you can see, the skin just pulls right off like that. Not much meat you're gonna be missing from that. We can just throw that right in the trash can. But dang, take a look at that meat. Oh man, that looks absolutely delicious. I think I'm in for a real treat. This trout here is just about done. It's got 3 or 4 more minutes on the pan, and then I'll see you guys at the dinner table. Pan to plate transfer. That is a beautiful looking stock trout lunch. Now if you cook your trout properly, the meat should just fall right off the skeleton. As you can see, there's the ribs. No bones in this meat. Good to go. Well, there you have it, everybody. That's how you catch and cook yourself a stocked trout lunch or dinner or whenever you want to eat a trout. It's not really too hard of a process, and it's also very rewarding catching and cooking your own meal. Hope you guys all like this content. If at any point you did, scroll down below, hit that thumbs up button. Also, if you're not already subscribed to the Eastern PA Fishing YouTube channel, what the heck are you waiting for? You should do that now. Eastern PA Fishing here, Eastern PA Chef here. You know what it is by now. Till next time, guys, stay safe, stay tuned, and stay fishy.